Sitting along the back roads of New England lie the remains of a farmhouse built in 1790. It would operate as a farm until the early 1970s, when it was purchased by a local realtor and landlord. After he passed away around the new millennium, the property would change hands a few times between a church group he was involved in and a non-profit organization, which was sued by the town over not paying taxes on the property, which was dismissed as they were tax-exempt. During this time, the Chiller Television Network would find the property and use it as the main location for their 2012 film, Dead Souls. Based on a 2007 novel of the same name, the plot involves a young man who inherits an abandoned farmhouse in Maine. While investigating, he learns this family was murdered in the house and must uncover the mystery behind the crimes. While exploring, you'll see that the house remains largely the same as when production wrapped. Even the ritual circle drawn on the living room floor remains. And immediately, here it is. There's the trunk, here's some candles. Here's a spatula. Kitchen. Some mustard and ketchup thing. A toaster with a book in it. It's like a jug of moonshine or something. This little vacuum. I don't know what those are. Little cellar. Ooh, floor in there is not the greatest. Basement. It's kind of a little front room. And then another, maybe the living room. This good old rocking chair. Historic documents show that in the 1730s, a sawmill and dam were opened alongside the nearby creek. The home's origins are unclear, though common real estate documents denote 1790 as the year it was constructed, with an addition built in 1850 that you can see on this photograph of the home from the 1920s. But it would be removed at some point over the following decades when the sawmills would be closed and the land was just used as farmland. By the time Dead Souls chose to film here, it was noted that the owners were not interested in the home's history and were simply glad to make a little money off of the abandoned property. The director and screenwriter both fell in love with the spot, and when he first visited, the screenwriter found the swing in the front yard and wrote it directly into the film. He would also write a scene where the characters hide in a shed that was behind the barn, but it was accidentally demolished so the crew could remove an old RV. Finally, during filming, ladybugs were found to be infesting the set, followed by flies which hatched in the nearby field, which can be seen frequently on screen in the second half of the film. Yeah, here it is. The wings and the eye. Let's look what's in this trunk. Oh, somebody turned it upside down. But it's a ton of tea light candles. Let's head upstairs. Okay, I heard you say that. Yeah, I see. Yeah. Some good vines growing in there. Bed on the floor. Got the light blacked out. And there's the baby carrot cradle. Ooh. Nice. Lovely. This is a cool floor. There's like a little Palm Sunday tree tied up. Just a closet. Another chair. Some stuff here. Most of it's been picked through. And then a ton of biblical things pasted up here. They're like Bible quotes, and then paintings of different stories. Look at this one though. This one's kind of, I suppose that's supposed to be baby Jesus with all like the oils and the incenses. Okay. These are not too good. Oh. Just skip that one. Honestly, it's just a cellar. Bunch of like paints and oils and various things. Here was their power box.
But I didn't think I'd witness the return of the prodigal son, though.
What are you talking about?
You're the long-lost Conroy, right?
Wait, you know who I am?
The whole town knows who you are. Or at least they think they do.
So there's what appears to be an outhouse. Here's a little shed they had. It's kind of collapsing in on itself. Oh, I didn't even notice this. Broken swing, I think. Yeah, I believe so. Let's head over to the barn. This area was used frequently in the movie, right here. This, and then over towards the house.
Property stretches far into the woods over there, covering approximately 125 acres. Mr. Judson, I already have a developer lined up who's been waiting years to get a hold of the property, so I was able to negotiate a great price, pending your approval.
Still a chain hanging down. Oh, sadly, the barn is pretty empty. And then, let's see what the second, this is like almost like the stables maybe back here. These are a bit more sealed up. Just kidding. Back of the barn is wide open too. Let's head in here, see what there is. Ooh. Oh, this doesn't even connect. But yeah, here's like hay, so all sorts of stuff. Okay, and then here's the other section of this barn, which again, empty. Some old sign for a foreclosure on May 9th. Okay, we're back in the big barn. I'm gonna head upstairs. Some old coffee cans. Oh yeah, there's some stuff left up here. So those holes in the floor. Some old magazines of like homes. Graham crackers. I wonder if like they brought the stuff that they didn't want for the set design they put up here, or it just was the people who last lived here left a bunch of their stuff. A lot of random things. Old radio. And then here's out looking on the property with the chain. Check out this old well. It doesn't go down that deep, thankfully, but I hope nobody broke through that. And then now we are underneath the barn here with some old hoses that are hung up. So like tools and stuff that the farmer would use. Wheel bearing grease. Some chains on this thing. What? Since filming Wrapped, silence has returned to this 225-year-old house. In 2022, a recycling company purchased the land, but no plans for the property have been put forward yet.